Doug Martin, Pre-owned Sales Manager with Congressional Volkswagen Mazda. Well, I got into the car industry, my family was in the business, and that opened the door for me to get into the auto industry and the sales end of it as well. And I just always, grew up loving cars, and when that, just turned into a more realistic career, I decided to choose that and go with it. I really like working with individuals and organizations throughout the community through the auto sales industry. The first car I fell in love with would probably be a 911 Turbo, Porsche 911 Turbo. My first car was a Mazda RX-7, really fun car. It was a car that I found through my family being in the business, and it was a one-owner car. I bought it with my own money. It was very inexpensive at the time, and but it's what I could afford, and it was just a really fun, great car. Often when I'm looking at pre-owned inventory, I'm looking for something that just has eyes. And basically what that is it just has that right appeal, just the right color combinations, the right style wheels, just something that really looks, it pops at you when you look at it like, wow, that's a great car, I'd love to own that car. And when I look at the vehicles, that's what I really look for, is does it have that appeal? Does it, the style, the colors, those sort of things. The internet buying process is what most buyers go through. 90% of the buyers come from the internet these days. They do extensive research online, they're very well educated, they know what a vehicle's worth, they also know the vehicle's history. What we do at Congressional to make sure that we're ahead of that curve and that we are taking care of our customers in the best possible way, providing the best service that we can provide, is to basically do that same thing on every vehicle that we get in. We do extensive research on its history. We make sure that the vehicle has a very good appeal. We also research the market in depth. There are thousands and thousands of pre-owned vehicles available within a 30-mile radius. Rockville's in a central location where there's just a very large population. And so we take it very seriously to do the research before the customer needs to do the research so that we're ahead of the game. We believe in a lot of social marketing, social media. Facebook is one that's very big, very popular. It's a great way for people to, they always say in business that your best form of advertising is word of mouth advertising. And essentially, being involved with a social media outfit, that's exactly what it does, and it cuts through all what you see on TV, the commercials, the hype and the glamour, and it gets down to the nitty-gritty, and that is what's somebody's opinion of their experience dealing with that dealer. We have, Congressional Motors has a Facebook page. You can communicate with the owner directly. I've worked in just about every aspect of the business, and when it comes to sales, my dad taught me when I first started that the most important thing in selling a car isn't selling a car, it's making a friend. Ideally, someone won't do business with you and they're not going to buy from you if they don't like you. And that's hard to take at times for people who are new to the business. However, if you just focus on the golden rule and making a friend, you're going to sell more cars that way. There is a very big benefit in purchasing a certified pre-owned vehicle. And that, first and foremost, is the depreciation aspect. Number one, certified pre-owned cars hold their value better than traditional pre-owned vehicles. The other thing is that the previous owner who purchased the vehicle knew, or leased the vehicle, already took the hit for the depreciation, because that's where most of the depreciation occurs is off the brand new vehicle. So therefore, the certified pre-owned vehicle coming with Volkswagen certification program includes an additional 2 years, 24,000 miles warranty extended from the factory warranty, or if the vehicle's already exceeded the factory warranty, it's 2 years, 24,000 miles from the purchase date. So the consumer is essentially receiving the same warranty that they would have received from Volkswagen, competitive financing rates, and they don't have the depreciation factor to deal with quite so heavily as a new car buyer would. Congressional Motors has an incredible atmosphere for customers. The experience here is tailored for the customer to be in quickly and be able to determine which vehicle they'd like to own. The salesmen, the consultants are all trained to help the consumer with every question that they would have and walk them through the buying process, really as an advocate for them when it comes to the business. The salesmen and the consultants at Congressional Motors are focused on customer satisfaction. Number one, we'd rather have no customer than an unhappy customer. It's a very comfortable atmosphere, spacious. We have a nice waiting area for customers if we tend to be a little overbooked with appointments, because that happens often. We have a very strong reputation in the community, and we appreciate our customers, number one, over every other dealer in the Rockville area. Doug Martin, Pre-owned Sales Manager with Congressional Volkswagen Mazda.